Hello everyone, it's Wednesday at 2 o'clock and I'm here for my live chat with Dean Alese. So if you want to just log in, say you're here, say hi, tell me how classes are going. We're now entering our the end of our first week of classes for our regular start classes. So I'm sure that you're all in the LRON or the online classes. And I want to see how it's going. Are you having trouble utilizing the platforms? How is all that going? So if you want to let me know in the chat, that would be great. Say hi. I can see the chat today, by the way. We fixed our technical issues last week. Hey Tim, how are you? See, I can see the chat. This is great. Just wanted to let everyone know we are open for walk-in registration today until 6 p.m. We do still have late start classes for students to take starting next week. And we are still adding our regular semester classes. Today is the last day for add drop. Hi Raquel. Yeah, Tim. We miss you too. So, so tonight we're open till 6 p.m. for registration, for walk-in. Again, if you can do that online, we prefer you to do so. So students that are able to do everything online, I highly encourage you to do that. But if you need that extra support, you need to be able to come in, walk in. We are able to assist you with your registration or your add drop, etc. Please remember that if you have not yet set up a payment plan or your payments, that the payments are due for classes. After you've gotten all those classes, the last thing we want to do is drop you for non-payment. So you want to make sure that you are in communication with our payments office so that way we can have. Today is the last day to add drop, Shirley, yes, for the regular semester, okay? So today, that's it. Okay, so good question. Like I said, the late start classes are still available, so we're still go ahead and starting students next week, 9/9. So we're excited to help you to get you started. The bookstore, if you haven't ordered your books, we really highly encourage you to do so. You can do that online. Online is the best source, okay? The bookstore is open for walk-in if you need to, but online is the best source. We're only able to take so many students at a time, okay? So make sure you get your books and purchase those books. So it is available for curbside pickup, and over $100 in shipping is free. The bookstore is open from Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Fridays from 10 to 1, okay? So make sure that you get those books. Again, if you can't make those hours, you can order those books online, okay? Let's see. As with the entire building, when you go into the bookstore, you must wear your mask and practice social distancing. Remember, social distancing is really super important, and we're counting on all of our students to really help make that happen for us. If you add a class tomorrow, no, so Shirley, if you drop a class tomorrow, you will lose 50% of that. If you add a class, you can't add a class for the regular semester tomorrow, Shirley, without permission from the instructor, okay? But it's more the dropping. If you drop a class tomorrow, you will owe 50% of the tuition for that class, okay? But you are able to add courses. So again, but only with instruction from the professor or for our late start classes, okay, Shirley? So if you want to reach out to me, gwdenistudents at gatewayct.edu is my email, Shirley. I can call you and try to facilitate that on the phone, so that way you're not in this situation. Trying to print. Let's see. Let me take a minute to read this. Yeah, so Raquel, IT is only open for appointments. You should email the GW help desk. So you should email the help desk, and they will be able to support you, okay? All right, you're welcome, Shirley, no problem. Okay, the Writing Center is open for virtual tutoring support for the fall 2020 semester. And you can go to the gatewayct.edu/writing center in order to do that. So Kelsey, no, we are closed on Monday. That's a really good point. So Monday is Labor Day. Can you believe it? We're already at the end of the summer. So Monday is Labor Day, and Raquel, I'll have Amy put that in the chat, GW Help Desk at gatewayct.edu. So yeah, Kelsey, Monday you can't pick up your ID. Any other day would be okay, but all state holidays we are closed. So unfortunately on Monday you can't pick it up. Okay. We are open late on Wednesdays, and you're able to come and pick it up if you need to come after work, or you can give me an email and we'll see what else we can do for you, Kelsey. Okay. Let's see, Rosario. You just sent in your registration. Okay. If you send in a registration, then you'll be able to get registered. Let's see. Will students receive, these are lots of questions, so I'm going to watch the questions and then go back. Will students receive emails or letters via postage mail if they made the Dean's List? Yeah, the Dean's List letters went out, Shirley, so those are all out. Okay, so it's postage mail. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Rosario, you should get a confirmation in regards to the registration. You can check your ComNet account too. If you don't see it there, let me know so that way I can make sure we get you into the class, okay? Let's see. Is the office open to get our IDs? You did the online app, but you have not heard from them. So we got a lot of requests, obviously, at the beginning of the semester for IDs. So wait to hear from them, and then you can come pick up your ID. They are a little behind with the IDs, but we're moving forward as best as we can. We can only do so many requests at once, okay? Okay. At this point, Raquel, the library is open virtually. So you can make virtual appointments. I would check out the library's website. And at this point, we've only needed one computer lab, Raquel. That's why one computer lab is open. Okay, tutoring, really important. You're all starting classes. We have tutoring. We do have drop-in tutoring for Math 079, Math 085, and Math 95. So we do have some tutoring drop-in. I encourage you to look at the tutoring website. You can go right off the main page to tutoring, and all of the different modalities are there for tutoring. We have in-person and we have virtual tutoring, okay? Let's see. Nicole, reach out to me, GW Dean of Students at gatewayct.edu, and it will forward you to the Director of Financial Aid, okay? The office lines are very busy at this time of year, so I apologize if you're not getting your phone calls answered right away. We're also handling all the walk-ins coming in, so that's really important. Raquel, I'm not sure the hours of the cafeteria, to be honest, so I'll have to follow up next week. Just a reminder, if you're coming into the building, you must have a facial mask that covers both your nose and your mouth, okay? I've seen a lot of people come in and their mask is on halfway. You must cover your nose and your mouth to come into the building. Facial masks must be worn at all times in the building, and you must maintain 6-foot social distancing when you come in the building. A picture ID is also required to come into the building, so that's not you have to have a picture ID in order to come into the building. You have to both sign in and out of the building, and that's it. Okay, so that covers that policy. Nicole, it's GW-Dean of Students at gatewayct.edu. It's usually in the chat about 100 times, so if you go up and down in the chat, I'm sure it's there somewhere. Okay. And thank you again, Amy, for posting all of the information in the chat. Do we plan on opening more computer labs? It depends, Raquel. It depends on the demand of the computer labs, okay? No one has been turned away from a computer lab at this point. Like I said, we're offering different class modalities. So we're offering those LRON classes, which is live remote, and we're using a bunch of different platforms. There's really good IT support for that, technology support, and that is located at gatewayct.edu technology-support. So gatewayct.edu technology-support, okay? And you can watch those videos and really get some help in utilizing Blackboard, utilizing MyCommNet, utilizing the different modalities that the teachers are using. If you open your Blackboard shell and the teacher hasn't populated the Blackboard shell yet, I encourage you to reach out to the instructor to see the different modality that that teacher is using. IT help, again, if you need help setting up anything on MyCommNet, if you need help with your computer, etc., our IT area is able to help. You can email gw-helpdesk@gatewayct.edu. Again, it's gw-helpdesk@gatewayct.edu. Our student activities is taking place. Our orientation is out. So if you're a first year student, you received an email. I encourage you all to look at those videos. There's also a scavenger hunt that goes along with that. So I encourage you to do it and participate. You'll learn a lot about the college and all the different people at the college. So it's a good way to connect and start getting names for a whole bunch of us. And so make sure you complete the orientation, especially if you're a first year student. The SGA elections are taking place. They're taking nominations right now. So please, if you're interested in running for SGA, president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary are all open. And there's other positions as well. So if you're interested, I want you to reach out to Alfred. And you can email him at gw-activities@gatewayct.edu. Again, our clubs and organizations are up and going, so if you're interested in a club, please also email the same email. Or if you know a club that you want to start, you can always start a new club. Okay. Brenda, you're having online class, but you're having trouble getting a book. Is the book online or is the book at the bookstore, Brenda? Just let me know. Surely there will be a winter session. Most of our winter session classes are all online anyway, every semester. So I imagine that, again, a good majority of them will be online. Okay? So, but yeah, absolutely 100% we will have a winter session. Brenda, I'm just waiting for you to get back to me if you have to get it from the bookstore or not. So yeah, anybody else having trouble getting onto their LRON classes, feel free to reach out to me so I can help you to get connected. Another really important thing is engagement in the classroom. So in the first 2 weeks of classes, you have to sign in and get engaged with your professor because otherwise we may have to drop you from the class. So we want to make sure that you get in touch with your professor. So if you're having trouble doing that, we want you to reach out, okay? And you can reach out to that Dean of Students account, gwdeanofstudents@gatewayct.edu, so I can help to support you to get the technology you need and to get you in contact with the professor. Okay, so make sure that you are getting in contact with your professor if you've started your classes. If you're unsure which classes you're enrolled in, if you filled out one of those forms that you wanted us to enroll and we haven't gotten back to you yet, check your CommNet on a regular basis because your student schedule will populate there, and oftentimes you'll see it before we even get back to you in an email. Again, the Facebook Lives with me, Dina Alese. Very good, Brenda. Yeah, email me so I can help you out, okay? Facebook Lives will be all through the fall semester at 2 o'clock on Wednesdays. We will keep consistent with this so that way you know when to check in and you can ask any questions that you need. If you have additional questions, feel free to email the Dean of Students account. I've had lots of questions about diplomas. So our spring graduates, our May 2020 graduates, we did start to mail your diplomas. They've been mailed. It's okay. It's up in the chat, Nicole. Just scan up. Okay. It's GW Dean of Students. We've started to receive, some of you have not received your diploma yet. We had to use UPS because it's a big package. I wish I had an example here, but I don't. But it's a bigger package because of all the extra surprises that we put in there. Again, so May 2020 grads, some of you have received them and said thank you so much, and some of you are still waiting. It's a process to get them through UPS, so I apologize. And then with COVID on top of it, UPS is a little bit backed up. So please do be patient. They are coming. I'm hoping to have the remainder out by the end of this week, so that way hopefully by the end of next week everyone will receive that. Again, this is for May 2020 grads, those mail outs. If you're a fall 19 grad, you need to schedule a pickup, and summer graduates, your diplomas are not in yet. Okay, so your diplomas are not in. They won't be in until October, so you'll receive notification when your diplomas get here. Okay, but for our May 2020 grads, there was a package that's coming. It's a blue package, so when you see it, you'll know it's from Gateway. Okay, so just to let you guys all know that. All right, so I think that's it. I think I hit all of the questions at this point, and I hit everything that I need to in here. Again, we are open till 6 o'clock tonight for walk-ins for those that need support. Again, I can't emphasize, if you don't need to come into the building and you could do this virtually, etc., please do so. Email me, get a hold of me. I can call you on the phone, but if you need to come into the building, please do. We're being very safe, and like I said, we require the facial coverings and the social distancing. Okay, so until next week, I'll see you all soon. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and here's to a good semester.